Welcome to Fighting Fantasy Classics. This is the Jake and Courts, and I myself am Mikhail. We're going to be playing Bloodbones today. And apparently has an update. Oh well. The dreaded pirate lord Cinnabar Bloodbones, to those who feared him, was once the scourge of the 12 seas. Now he is back from the dead, seeking revenge, with the dark powers of voodoo at his command. But you have revenge of your own on your mind. Cinnabar murdered your family when you were a child. Only you can prevent a new reign of terror by destroying the pirate captain and his crew of cutthroats. Come hell or high water, Bloodbones must be stopped. Oh. And read. So this game is pretty much a a sort of D&D thing. It's pretty cool. It's quite cool in my opinion. Oh shoot! I probably wasn't supposed to click that. Before continuing, you must calculate your initial stamina. Your stamina score reflects your general constitution, your will to survive, your determination, and overall fitness. The higher your stamina score, the longer you will be able to survive. You must roll 2 dice and add 12 to the number rolled. This is then entered in the stamina box on your adventurous sheet. And stamina will go up and down during your journey, but if your stamina falls to 0, you die and your adventure is over. If your stamina is getting low, remember to eat some of your provisions. Okay, let's roll for our stamina. Oh, a 4, so 16? I don't know if that's bad or not. Next we have to determine our skill. Your skill reflects your swordsmanship and general fighting expertise. Your starting skill is determined by rolling 1 die and adding 6 to the number. This is then entered in the skill box on your adventure sheet, blah 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 blah. Okay, let's roll. Oh, okay. That's the best we could have gotten for that. Our skill is 12. Now let's determine our luck. I assume this is pretty much the same. So let's just roll that. Okay, that's not bad. Our luck is 10. Okay. Our luck score indicates how naturally lucky a person you are. Luck and magic are facts of life in the fantasy world you are about to explore. Okay. The amount of gold pieces in your possession is determined by rolling 2 dice and adding 12 to the number. This is then blah 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 blah. Okay. So 6, 18. Hold up. Oh! Wait. There we go. That's what we're going to stick with. Okay, adventurer's equipment. You begin your adventure with a sword, backpack, tinderbox, gold pieces, and a lantern to light your way. Rationing your provisions is key to a successful adventure. They may be consumed at any time, excluding combat, by accessing the adventure sheet. Each meal restores 4 stamina, but be sure to pay close attention to your stamina and restore it regularly. At Bloodbones, you begin your journey with no provisions, regardless of your chosen difficulty level. During your quest, you may encounter characters and items that alter your 3 scores: stamina, skill, and luck. Usually, these scores may only ever be restored to their initial amount. On very rare occasions, a particular page may grant an effect that defies this rule. Aside from these occasions, some magic items may also allow you to exceed your initial scores. Once you have readied your equipment, there's one more thing you should know. Okay, so apparently we can't buy anything. Okay. During the adventure, you will notice that hours will pass at key points, usually when you have been doing something for a considerable length of time. This is very important, as will become apparent as your adventure progresses. Try not to allow too many hours to pass. Onward to adventure! We are now beginning Bloodbones. It all started 10 years ago when the evil pirate lord Cinnabar murdered your family. At the time you were only 12 years old and lived with your family in a small fishing village of Clam Beach on the northern coast of Ruddlestone. Halfway between the two major ports of the kingdom, Harabnab, home to all lawful adventurers and sailors, and the sinister port of Crabs. Life in Clam Beach was not easy, but did have a peaceful security about it. And then the terrible day came. It was a clear summer day and warming, when the huge, forbidding black galleon sailed into the bay, flying the dreaded flag of the skull and crossbones. Pirates. The bloodthirsty cutthroats were soon racing up the beach towards the village. The fighting was swift and bloody. Soon most of the grown folk of Clam Beach had been killed, your father and 2 siblings dying while trying to defend the village. In the end, the village elders had no choice but to surrender to the marauding raiders and open the village's meager treasure coffers. The cruel pirates captain came ashore. From his ship to collect the booty himself, the sight of him filled you with awe and fear. The pirate was a tall, handsome man with a neatly trimmed, pointed black beard and his hair tied back in a ponytail. He was dressed in the clothes of a nobleman, with a fine scarlet coat trimmed with gold braid, and wearing a large tricorn hat. At his waist hung a gleaming cutlass, and you could not help noticing that on the back of his right hand was tattooed the image of a grinning black skull. When the raiders had finally gone, filled with feelings of hatred for those who had murdered your family, you asked Ragai, the village soothsayer, who the pirate captain was. "That villain is one of the most evil men ever to sail the 12 seas of Titan," was his vehement reply. "He is one of the most feared pirate lords of our age, a creature without remorse, a murderer, and a follower of the bloodthirsty voodoo death god." However the fuck you're supposed to say that? "Whose mark is the black skull? He is Cinnabar, but because of the terrible atrocities he commits, he is also known as Bloodbones. From that moment you vowed that, one day, you would have your revenge on the evil Cinnabar." Okay. Your mother became ill soon after that dreadful day, and 3 years later she died. On your 16th birthday, you left Clam Beach and made your way to Harabnab, gaining the position of cabin boy on a ship traveling to the distant continent of Alancia. For the last 6 years, you have sailed all across the globe, but you never forgot the promise you made to yourself a decade ago. Over many voyages, you have tried to learn as much as you can about the rogue captain. Alright, so we were 16 when we left Clam Beach, and 6 years have passed, so we're 22 now. That's probably going to be important, but we're 22. You discovered that Cinnabar's galleon, the Virago, is frequently seen sailing in the waters around Nankunu Bay, and that he has hidden a base somewhere close to the ports. He has a hidden base somewhere close to the ports of Crabs. You also gleaned as much information as you could about the notorious city, and so, when you decided that you were at least ready to confront your enemy, and the chance of passage on a merchant ship sailing to the port of Crabs came up, you leapt at the opportunity. Vengeance, you are sure, will soon be yours. The port of Crabs is haven to every pirate, buccaneer, and freebooter who ply their trades off the coast of the kingdom of Ruddlestone in the old world. As you stand at the prow of the merchantman, looking towards the land, you can make out the ramshackle jumble of buildings of the infamous city and the outline of the old fort that stands above it, like some ancient, crumbling sentinel. The merchantman bumps against the stone jetty, and you quickly disembark. Not only is the Port of Crabs one of the most dangerous cities in the world, but a thick fog is starting to roll in from the sea. It is late afternoon on a chill day in the month of unlocking, and the docks are bustling with activity. Staying close to the quay side is a large old stone building which looks like it could withstand a battering from Haidana, god of the deep himself. Hanging over its sturdy oak door is a faded sign declaring that this is the Jolly Roger. This seems as good a place as any to begin your search for Cinnabar, so you enter the inn. The spacious bar inside the Jolly Roger is packed with all manner of scurvy-looking sailors and other lowlifes. The landlord is as big as an ox and has a large anchor tattooed on one arm. No one takes any notice of you as you enter, so you approach the bar and order a tankard of ale, costing 1 gold piece. God damn it. Now we have 17 gold. Remember that. You decide to question the landlord about Cinnabar first. Over your tankard of ale, you talk about the weather and the state of trade, and then draw the innkeeper into the subject of the pirate you seek. I hear the Virago plies these waters, you say. I'm surprised we weren't attacked ourselves. Not anymore, it doesn't, the landlord replies. Have you not heard? Cinnabar has been dead for the last 6 months. Cinnabar dead? You've come all this way, after years of harboring desires for revenge, only to find that the dread pirate lord has already passed from this world? You ask the landlord how he died. Have you not heard? I would have thought that everywhere as far as the Diamond Islands would know by now. It all happened last hiding. You listen attentively as the innkeeper relates the tale. It appears that Cinnabar and his crew were emptying the hold of a galley sailing from Harabnab to Auckleton in distant Anoland, when the renowned bounty hunter Conyan caught up with them in his ship, the Fortune. Unable to escape, Cinnabar and his men had to defend themselves against the crews of the galley and the Conyan. Fierce fighting ensued, with Cinnabar eventually falling at Conyan's hand. Having suffered an incredible number of wounds, his body being lost to the sea, with their leader killed, the surviving members of his crew fled aboard the Virago, returning to the port of Crabs. Soon after, Cinnabar's second in command, Miro of the Red, set off in Virago amid terrible storms, purportedly to recover her captain's body. Many now believe the pirate lord's galleon sank, as it has not been seen since, the landlord says, concluding his story. You thank him for his help, and in a bewildered daze, you make to leave the inn. You console yourself with the thought that at least the murder of your family has at last been brought to justice. As you leave the Jolly Roger, you feel someone pulling on your jerkin. Turning around, you discover that an old drunk, slumped at a table by himself, is the one trying to attract your attention. Just because he's dead doesn't mean he's at rest, mutters the drunk. Curious about the drunk's words, you sit down opposite the old man and ask him what he means. Let's just say you don't want to go believing anything you hear. But I know what's going on. Oh yeah, so old Dreg knows. Cinnabar isn't really dead, see, and he's coming back, the old man says in a harsh whisper. Intrigued, you press Dreg to tell you more, but he suddenly becomes serious and looks around the barroom uneasily. Not here. Meet me outside in 10 minutes. You nod in agreement and leave the Jolly Roger. Tendrils of fog are now swirling around the boats in the harbor and oozing along the streets of the town. When the 10 minutes are up, you quickly return to the Jolly Roger and sneak down the side alley next to it. In the midst of the shadows at the end of the narrow alleyway, you can make out 3 figures standing over a 4th, carrying on the ground at their feet. Wasting no time, you draw your sword and dash towards them. Hearing your approach, the 3 pirates turn to face you. The burly characters are ugly, scarred rogues, and the biggest of them, who is easily wielding a heavy wooden club in one hand and holding a bullwhip in the other, looks as if he has some ogre blood in his lineage. At the pirate's feet, lies dragged, beaten, bruised, and only just conscious. "Here's the snooper," growls the half-ogre. "You're no match for us. By the time we finish with you, you'll be feeding the shrimps. Or rather, the shrimps will be feeding on you." The other two pirates burst into coarse laughter as their companions joke. "Yeah, you're fish bait." Still laughing, the ruffians advance towards you. Apart from the half-ogre, there's a well-built, bearded man, missing most of his teeth, and a leaner rogue with two ugly red scars running down the right-hand side of his face. You may be about to engage in your first fighting fantasy battle. Would you like to know more about how combat works? Yes, we do. Okay, so blabbity blah, blabbity blah. 2 6-sided dice, right as 2d6 for both you and your enemy, and the result of the roll to the respective skill score. That's called the attack strength. Both sets of dice are rolled at the same time. Your dice are white and your opponent's dice are red. If your attack strength is higher, you have wounded your foe, causing 2 points of stamina damage. If the enemy's attack strength is higher, it has wounded you, causing 2 points of stamina damage. Okay. You may use luck to inflict a more serious wound on the creature, or to minimize the effects of a wound you received. To do this, select the luck button, which will roll 2 green 6-sided dice. If the number rolled is equal to or less than your current luck score, you have been lucky. Oh, okay. The rolled is equal to or less than your current luck score. And if it's above your luck score, you have been unlucky. You have inflicted a severe wound, and the enemy loses an extra 2 points of stamina. If you are unlucky, the wound was a mere graze, and the creature only loses 1 point of stamina. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Such is the price of cowardice. Okay. To charge one of the pirates. Oh, okay. How do you deal with the ruffians stepping menacingly towards you? We can charge one of them. If you want to stand firm and prepare to fight the rogues, we can do that, or try and escape and running back along the. We're going to charge. Pirates are not expecting this reaction from you, and you are able to wound one of the rogues before they know what is going on. It's time to fight. Okay, I guess. Oh, okay. Oh shit, no! Oh, wait, red is theirs, white is mine. Okay. Yeah, that's good. And let's do another fight. Yeah. There we go. And we can fight again. Oh, they might have beaten us this time. Oh, draw. Nope, we got them this time. You defeated the first pirate, now you must face the second pirate. Okay. Yep, there we go. We'll fight again. And we will kill him. And we are triumphant. If you defeat these scoundrels, okay, the half-ogre steps forward to fight you. Will you face your opponent? If so, turn to 187. Or if you try to escape, turn to 6. We will face him. Oh, okay. Pretty easy. Yep. Down for the count. And one more. And he is done. and we were triumphant. If you kill the half-ogre, turn to 328. The last of the pirates falls, and with some relief, you sheath your sword. It looks as if the pirates have beaten Dreg within an inch of his life, and he is failing fast. You do your best to make the old man comfortable, and he opens his eyes. Thanks, stranger, but I'm a goner now. They're up to something, you know. You ask him who he's talking about. Cinnabar's crew. The pirates of the Black Skull. Looking at the hands of Dreg's assailants, you see that each bears a tattoo of a grinning black skull. I've seen them meeting up again around the taverns in the city. Silas Gallows, Keelhaul Jack, Old Crivens, even Malu the Witch Doctor. They're planning something alright. Rumor says Miro the Red found Cinnabar's body and that he's not rightly dead. But he's not rightly alive either, see? It's all that voodoo and black magic they meddle in. Not right it isn't. I've heard tell that they're planning something big tonight. You'd think Old Snide and the guard would be looking into it, but truth be told, no one's been able to locate their hideout. Jack coughs weakly. He's coming back. We'll all be doomed. Stranger, beware the Black Skull. Bloodbones is coming back. And then he is gone. Laying the old man down, you ponder his last words and what your next action should be. So Cinnabar is not really dead. In that case, you may still have a chance for revenge. But what did Dreg mean when he said that Cinnabar is not really alive either? Dreg has given you several clues about your enemy and where you should start your search for him. And it seems that time is of the essence if you want to stop the pirates of the Black Skull. The old man mentioned that the pirates of the Black Skull were gathering again in the Port of Crabs, so they may have a hidden base somewhere in the city, but of course, at present, you have no idea where it might be. Before leaving Dreg, you search the bodies of assailants for any further clues. Found nothing helpful, but you do discover that one was carrying a bottle of rum. Drinking the rum will restore 4 stamina points. You have 6 options available to you. You can visit some of the taverns and inns yourself in the hope of finding out more. Perhaps you could visit the notorious gambling pits, a possible source of information and a way of increasing your gold pieces. Alternative, it might be a good idea to better equip yourself by visiting the markets before you set out on your quest. You can try to find out more about the Black Skull and the cult of Quizcari. However you're supposed to say that. Then again, although Governor Montago has certainly allowed the port to remain a safe haven for buccaneers and freebooters, you may do well to get the help of the authorities against Cinnabar. Or you could take the direct approach, abandon your search for further information, and instead look for the pirates' hidden base. We're going to go to the gambling pits. Okay? The gambling pits lie within the area of the city known as the Claws, the poorest and most dangerous part of the port. The pits themselves are housed in a vast stone building with a large iron-studded oak door. This entrance is flanked by 2 troll guards. As you walk past them and through the door, they give you a cursory glance and one says roughly, "Remember, no fighting." Inside, the gambling pits lie under a thick cloud of pipeweed smoke and are packed with the unsavory and roguish clientele you would expect. Mingling with the crowds, you check out the different games that are on offer. After a brief look around, you discover 3 that interest you. Which will you investigate further? If you want to check out the Arrow of Providence, if Calabrius' calculator takes your fancy, or if you wish you learn more about the amazing Amano. Alternatively, you could leave the gambling pits. Let's do the Arrow of Providence. The Arrow of Providence is a popular game of chance in the gambling pits. It is made up of a large, circular board divided into 12 sections, each painted with a legend. An arrow-like pointer has been attached to the center of the board so that it can be spun. To play the game will cost 2 gold pieces, but you will be playing for a potential jackpot of 10 gold pieces. Let's play it. You play your 2 gold pieces and step up to the board. You get 3 spins of the arrow, and over those 3 turns, you must score a total of 10 or more to win the jackpot. To spin the arrow, will one die and add 5. This is the number of spaces around the board that the arrow moves. The next spin starts from this space. You may play the game as many times as you like, as long as you have enough money. But if you win the jackpot, you cannot play again. Okay. Spin the arrow profit 6. Okay. The arrow rests on double your score. No, that's oh, that's terrible. The arrow rests on 4 points. You have currently scored 4 points. 6. Miss a spin. Oh, the game is now over. Let's try this again. Oh, this is double your points. I'm done. This is actually a really hard game to do. Let's do this. What the fuck? Wait, where is it? Double score, lose 3 or lose all. Lose 5? Oh well. Oh! We can get negative points? Okay, I'm done. So to do the game, you catch a whiff of an interesting conversation. You must test your luck to figure whether you can clearly hear what is said. Okay. 11. Sadly, your luck has run out. Oh. Oh, that's stupid. Anyway, let's go Calibrius' calculator game. The Calibrius' calculator is a large mechanical contraption made up of countless cogs, levers, and crankshafts. The main feature of the machine, however, is a large panel with 5 windows in it, behind which are 5 drums with numbers embossed on them. Standing next to the calculating device is its operator, a wizardly looking man who you assume is Calibrius. Step up, who will accept the challenge of Calibrius' calculator. Only 2 gold pieces. If you have the gold pieces and want to accept the challenge, let's do that. Ah, a contestant, Calibrius exclaims. Come forward, don't be shy. Now where's your money? You hand the man your 2 gold pieces. Calibrius moves to the side of the huge calculating device and pulls a lever. There's a lot of noisy clanking and the number drums spin round at great speed. Gradually, one by one, they come to a stop behind the windows. The last one revealing itself to be blank, so the panel looks like this. The calculator has devised its cunning conundrum. This machine can baffle even the greatest minds in Royalstone. Ah. Okay. So that's a... Oh, so that's how this works. Okay, we got... times 2 plus 7. So 57 times 2 is 114 plus 7, so 121. 121. Oh yeah! That's correct! Congratulations, says Calabrius with a forced smile. He reluctantly hands you a bag containing 10 gold pieces. You also gain 1 luck point. Where would you like to go next? I want to go visit the amazing Armano. Beneath a brightly painted banner bearing his name sits the amazing Armano. The man has the look of a Lendolander about him, with sallow skin and a long, thin mustache. He is performing a trick with 3 playing cards and has attracted a small crowd of curious onlookers. 2 of the cards are black, 1 is white, and the aim of the game seems to be guess which of the cards is the white one when they have been shuffled and laid face down on a small table in front of the man. To play the game, you have to play 2 gold pieces and win a potential prize of 10. Okay. Yeah. You don't have to wait long for your turn and hand over 2 gold pieces. Eagle-eyed, you watch closely as the man shows you where the white card is and then places all the cards face down on the table. He deftly switches their positions at an incredible speed, but you keep concentrating on the white card. When he finally stops, you point to the card you are sure is the right one. With a smile, Armano turns it over and reveals it to be black. You have a sneaking suspicion that the amazing Armano is conning you. Let us confirm our suspicion. We shall challenge him. You excuse me of cheating, exclaims the Armano, incensed. I have never been so insulted in all my days. Just because my hand is faster than your eye. Angered by the trickster's words, you jump to your fate, and in doing so, knock over the table. 3 cards fall onto the floor. They are all black. Armano must have palmed the white. You were right all along. Cursing the man, you prepare to unsheath your sword but stop. Feeling a strong hand on your shoulder, the gruff voice of a troll growls in your ear. I said no fighting. Before you can stop them, the 2 trolls snatch your sword from you and between them deposit you, weaponless, pride bruised, in the street outside. Without your sword, you will have to fight with your attack strength reduced by 3 points until you get a hold of another weapon. That's bullshit. 2 hours pass. Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay. Alright, so that's it for this first episode. I will see you guys again at some other point. Goodbye, and have a nice day.